One such project is the Enterprise Orchards. South Africa has a highly developed fruit industry, but it can be very difficult to access for emerging farmers. So Enterprise Orchards, which falls under the Feed Africa program, has been specifically designed to reduce these barriers of entry into the formal fruit supply chains, and it offers strong income opportunities for rural and peri-urban farmers. The Enterprise Orchards initiative focuses on high-density orchard culture in communities that grow specifically for agri-processing and production without the need for commercial equipment, thereby suiting the social economic conditions of rural and peri-urban areas. By implementing a methodology of very dense planting of fruit and nut trees and encouraging farmers to diversify their crops by planting multiple fruit species, multiple varieties, cover crops, as well as support crops and cash crops, orchards produce maximum yields from a minimum area of land and produce fruit throughout the year, thereby providing a consistent and diversified income to the farmer. Each Enterprise Orchard initiative runs over a 4 to 5 year period due to the nature of fruit production. Food and Trees for Africa also adopts bio-intensive agricultural techniques by selecting specific rootstocks that are specific to the social development challenges that come with soils. The program is developed by innovating across supply chain and procurement, around program managers and facilitators on the ground, and by looking at global and local fruit market trends such as preserves and jams. Enterprise Orchards not only provides orchard culture training, trees, planting resources, and the required infrastructure, but it also progresses Food and Trees for Africa's community educators and the natural farmers we work with to create high-density orchards, food and income security for the South African peri-urban and rural communities.
The Market Gardens initiative supports existing community gardens to become income producing. Even though these microfarms are not producing at the scale of a commercial farmer, by placing equal emphasis on technical skills and social dynamics, these micro-vegetable gardens have the potential to produce a significant amount of food. The program focuses on bio-intensive agriculture and utilizes agroecological farming methods, giving priority to ecologically sound principles. The intervention, which typically runs over 18 months, includes the accredited FTFA business box, which includes every aspect of running an agribusiness.
An 18-month intervention is vital because we're looking at the sorts of training that ensures that seed harvesting can happen after a yield has completed every 6 months. So, in effect, the training needs to happen over an extended amount of time in order for the farmers to really fully understand how their site works and how to sustainably harvest as well as replant for a consistent yield.
So in the market garden, we focus with doing the business training full on so that they can run their own business. They can know how to budget. They can go and approach the potential buyers, sign the contracts, treat this as a business.
Market gardens fulfill a gap in not only in the market, but in terms of farmer support. Often subsistence farmers are not yet at a commercial level, but they're growing and they need support in that growing. They need training in terms of marketing their produce and ensuring that their produce is high quality and consistent. Market gardens are that next step. They ensure that communities have access to a diverse range of fresh, healthy vegetables, but they also ensure that subsistence farmers are making enough of an income to really be sustainable.
The skills are transferred through theory and practical days. Through our network, Food and Trees for Africa seeks to establish a consistent market and supply chain for the project, and also provide infrastructure supports focused around irrigation and fencing, and may include other items such as modest pack housing and seedling tunnels. Market garden projects are different to food garden projects, whereby the market garden project selection works with projects that are already growing food approximately for 5 years, and these projects need to be taken to the next level.
So after 18 months, this is a really good start for a market garden to be a sustainable business and to produce a beautiful set of vegetables for a really good, reliable market. We do have an exit strategy after that, so that Food and Trees for Africa keeps an eye on those farms. We have quarterly visits for a year or two afterwards as well, just for troubleshooting and procurement support. But mostly we look at really happy farmers at the end of those 18 months.
From growing food for just the family to growing and selling food. Food and Trees for Africa community-based market gardens are characterized by the ability to sell a diversity of naturally grown produce relatively consistently, which provides a platform for social and economic development on a grassroots level. This proves to be a foundation for healthy lifestyles through physical activity, collaborating and sharing, communicating with multiple stakeholders, and generating an income. It is a place for relaxation and recreation and provides the community with a source of ongoing teaching and respect for the environment whilst taking pride in one's community.
The daily going to the project, working in the garden, you become healthy. The smell of herbs, the veggies, it's sort of a social gathering because you could even invite other people. You show them, look, the flowers that we plant, the herbs to sort of repel pests. You can teach, you can invite the community to come look at this beauty. It's food that is included with beauty, with trees, agroforestry, everything is in one patch. But it's marvelous because you could be proud and involve the community at large. You're looking forward to working because you could see the results in front of you.
Garden in a Bucket is an initiative that focuses on the development of micro gardens for household and homestead gardens, as well as smaller community-based organizations through supplementing household nutrition with a diversity of vegetables over as much of the year as possible. This initiative established satellite gardens around a primary community and market garden intervention. Community members attend a one-day introduction to permaculture workshops before receiving a bucket containing seeds and/or seedlings, compost or soil additives, organic fertilizer, hand tools, as well as a complete growing green manual.
So the growing green booklet, they can refer to it and copy whatever is there because it's a simple manual that we can just follow through so that it assists them when we are not there to plant at home. So it's a good impact because I was just doing the one in the informal settlements. So you find it's just a small shack, but behind the shack there's marvelous food garden that they can eat healthy in the informal settlement. And it changes the whole community because when they see someone's growing, they will come ask questions, how are you doing this? You've got a manual to refer to, you can start your own. We can exchange seeds. So it creates that bond or that working togetherness in the communities.
Each initiative runs for 6 months with regular monitoring, evaluation, and reporting, which is largely done by social networks that are established specifically to aid households in starting and maintaining their gardens for the full period.
While surplus food can be sold or donated, the aim of Garden in a Bucket is to improve food security resilience and networks in vulnerable communities.
Food and Trees for Africa.
The stories we start
Never end.